Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug you. Long goes 1975.
This is Rocky on the SEGA Mastersystem, released by SEGA in 1987. I do have to say, I really like the way that title rolls by. I like the moves and the fact that it's so big, huge and colourful. Now, I never had this back in the day, and they've nicked the image from Rocky 4, which to be fair is probably the most iconic image of Rocky out there. Yeah, I never had this back in the day, but it was a big deal that this and Ghostbusters were on the Master System, because it was like, well, there are movie games on the Master System, and there wasn't a Rocky game on any other system, although was there one on the ColecoVision, I believe, but obviously that would be pants compared to this. And yeah, so I never had it. I saved my money for stuff like Wonder Boy and Monster Land and all the arcade ports, and I haven't played it much as an adult. I played it very quickly a couple of years ago, simply to see what it was like, because it's held in kind of general high regard, if only because it's, you know, one of the only games out there licensed upon Rocky, which is quite, you know, honestly the most iconic big screen boxing franchise ever, and I'm a massive fan of Rocky. Right, so let's get into this. Right, you can do simultaneous 2-player. As far as I can tell, there are only 3 bad guys. There is obviously Apollo Creed, then there's Clubber Lang, I predict Pain. I predict you making a really shit rap song after that. Mr. T called Mother, There Is No Other. Who remembers that? And then obviously the most iconic bad guy Rocky's ever faced would be Dolph Lundgren as Ivan Drago. Sorry, this is, yeah, so I don't know what this does. It gives you a target. Target's at the bottom, time is at the top, and then my hit is there, and it's to improve your speed or something. But the thing is, I'm hammering, you know, A and B, and he's changing the punches on his own. It is nice graphics, I will say that. Or the punches he's throwing, that's absolutely nothing to do with me. But it's extremely tiring. But I did realise this. You can pause it. You can pause it. Whether you, well, see though, back in the day, pause was, well, my Master System had a Model 1, was on the actual unit, so that probably would have helped. So you would have had to keep going. Right, let's get 70. See if it makes any kind of difference. But this is between each fight, and there's a different event. It's got this, and then I think there's a Speedball one. Can't remember what anything else is. But it's really tiring. Now, I haven't read the instructions, so I really don't know the number of moves you can throw. There you are. Apollo on the left looks nothing like Carl Weathers, and me on the right look nothing like Sylvester Stallone. Nice ring. I think they should have kept the lights on, because it looked really nice, and that was the picture they always showed on the back of the case. And so as a kid, even though I, you know, always want to spend my money because you know, games are expensive on other games, it did always impress me. But it's a bold move to go with this sort of limited a boxing game when Nintendo had Punch Out, because look, if I let go of my character, he moves around by himself, and then I go forward, press punch, and he goes between, you know, jab and follow through. But if I press down, he does go for gut, and then he does like a proper gut shot, which is, you know, let's be honest, Rocky's all about gut shots, isn't he? Chop him down, chop him down. Sorry, but what does button 1 do? Duck and block. No, right. So I won't give you those shorts. Let's be honest, all the ones I wear are shit until the end of Rocky 3. Oh, please tell me, right, interval. It is nice graphics, I will say that. I don't know why I said that like a 14-year-old child. Yeah, please tell me if he keeps getting up and heals a little bit each time. He's not going to go to 4 rounds. I don't think my forearms can take that. Now, I don't know the sheer number of moves you can throw, or if there even is more moves than this. So if there is, by all means, let me know. But to be honest, particularly like I said, I don't know when Punch Out came out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but yeah, this is an extremely limited boxing game, particularly for 1987, and particularly if you see that the Spectrum has its own version of Punch Out, the arcade machine, and Frank Bruno's boxing. Seriously, check it out, I've got gameplay on it. It's incredibly impressive. I think it's just one of those games that back in the day as a kid, because there were no Rocky licensed games, you would have bought it on the strength of the license, wouldn't you? But anyway, so obviously you can see my health top right and his health top left, round and time. Right, let's see, does it go back up? Did it go? I think it went up, back up a little bit. So, are there any moves? I don't mean to be overly critical or harsh on it, but it does seem to be, even for 1987, a bit limited. Right. Judgment, I'm winning on points. I never noticed that before. The points are on the right. Now, the 80s, that was my favourite period in boxing. It's absolutely amazing. It's not that I don't like it now. I hate that pay-per-view shit. I mean, that's been around for years. But the 80s, you know, when Mike Tyson first came on the scene, you know, just amazing, just amazing. It was, I mean, I know he lost in it, but go and watch the fight. It's on YouTube. I watched it the other day and it blew me away that nothing comes close to that now. When he fights Buster Douglas, that fight looks like a movie fight. That is unbelievable. But yeah, it was such a good period for boxing. Then obviously, and this is a UK thing, in the 90s, they were pretty good because you had Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank. They were absolutely epic matchups. Right. Hey, maybe no, they haven't, but they wanted an extra character. They totally should have put in Thunderlips. I love that fight. If you stop to think about it, Thunderlips, pretty much, well, he's as hard as any of the other fighters that Rocky has faced. They should have put him in. In fact, I want a new Rocky game. The last one was Rocky 6, or Rocky Balboa, which was a bit pants. Mind you, I haven't said that. I don't think I only ever played on anything other than the Game Boy Advance. But the original Rocky game, with, what's his name? On watches, the GameCube one and PlayStation 2 and Xbox One. I love that. Not Rocky Legends, the other one. Love it. Got gameplays of that all the time. That's one of my favourite games in my top 10 on the GameCube. And there is something else I have to say really quickly. Rocky 5 got slated, and I didn't like it back in the day. Watch it now with an open mind, even though Stallone hates it. It's not as bad a movie as people blast it for all the time. It tries something different. He's brain damaged. He's broke. He goes back to his roots. He trains. But what's called the work print or the work cuts? Because, oh, we're on a speed bag now. It's got better bits at the end when you see both Clubber Lang and Ivan Drago punching him in the face when he's like hallucinating and fighting Tommy Gunn. Him and Tommy Gunn, you know, or Tommy Gunn kind of, Rocky offers him, I say spoilers, but the thing is, if you didn't know it existed, you won't know anyway. He offers his hand to Tommy Gunn after he beats him and he accepts it, and he actually sees Mickey properly, not a glowing ghost train going by. He sees like a proper hallucination of Mickey up on the tracks. It's amazing. It's in chunks on YouTube, and I thoroughly recommend it, and it will definitely change your opinion on Rocky 5. I think the problem with Rocky, what am I doing? It says qualified 2. Have I just got to stay above 2 with how many hits I'm doing a second? I think that's it. I think that means I've done. But yeah, it will definitely change your mind if you watch like the work print. Ow, my friggin' hand. Sorry, I do apologise. This commentary, he looks like Worf from Next Generation. Yeah, this commentary's all over the place. Right. He was one scary bastard when there wasn't he in this movie. Right, I don't know. See, the last time I played this was 8 years ago. This is where I just came undone. I don't know how to vary my moves enough, and it gets me in the corner, so I can't, you know, move back around and stuff. So it's basically, yeah, I'm fucked. Come on. Ah, my hands are fucked anyway. This game is so tiring. Yeah, it's pure charm and nostalgia, isn't it? Love of the character, basically. Probably, well, not nostalgia about then, I'm talking about now, but about then I think, oh shit, hang on. As a kid, you would have bought it simply because it's Rocky. If you get up on an 8 count, doesn't that mean you've been knocked out? Because people seem to think if you get up before 10, but it's not, is it? Now, or I don't know. I mean, look at Tyson when he fought Buster Douglas. He was up by 9, wasn't he? I'm not sure I want to get up. It's too painful. I can't get up. Come on! Is that supposed to be Mickey? Up, you son of a bitch! If you can't get up for the penguin, you're a pussy. You're a pussy. No, I got up! Holy shit! How did I get up? It is Mickey, he's got the hat on. I'm going to try and rhythm, but what's the point? Oh! That one hit so hard his ancestors felt it. See what I did there? Ah! Well, I seem to be taking a bit more off him. Balls, I call it quits there. Seems to be down, 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 up, 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 down. Obviously you've got to vary it, but you can't really vary it when you haven't got fuck all variation. Oh, that's right. I'm going to leave him stay down because my arms are fucked. Yeah, Rocky on the Master System, it is what it is. It's not a particularly great boxing game. He is Wolf, but it's got charm in it. It's alright, Rocky, you can walk it off. I mean, you apparently walked off brain damage between Rocky 5 and Rocky 6. Return match? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think if you played it or still play it and where I'm going wrong. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.